Now let's see this about the squares. These are all the theoretical points, and then we shall solve the questions as well. So first one is, a square is a quadrilateral in which all sides are equal. Okay, so first thing is all the sides should be equal, and also the second point is important, all the angles are equal. And I already told you that when all the angles are equal, you can assume that each angle is x, then 4x equal to 360, which means every angle is going to be 90, right? So if all the sides are equal and if all the angles are equal, then it is going to be a square. Now by this definition, a square actually fits to be a rectangle as well, which means every square is going to be a rectangle also, isn't it? Because the definition of rectangle says that opposite sides are equal, and therefore in a square, if you see this, opposite sides are definitely equal and all the angles are equal. Yes, therefore the properties of a rectangle can also be, they all are actually applicable for this, and so every square is a rectangle. But reverse is not true. Every rectangle need not be a square. Got it? Okay. Now, since it is a rectangle only, you can apply those rules. So what is the rule? If you consider that the length of each one is a, you can take anything as length and anything as breadth, and area of a rectangle is L into B. Now here if you substitute L and B as a and a, you are going to get a square. Now in terms of diagonal also, we can talk about the area. So if you want to see the area in terms of the diagonal, you have to express the diagonal in terms of this side. So see this. Now if you assume that this is a and this is a, then the diagonal is going to be root 2a, isn't it? So diagonal D equal to root 2a. Why? Pythagoras theorem. It is a right angle triangle. A square plus a square equal to d square, right? Therefore d equal to 2a square, d square equal to 2a square, right? Then you are going to get d equal to root 2a. Now from this you can see that a can be written in terms of diagonal like this, a equal to d by root 2. Now in that formula, in this one area, in place of a, if you substitute this, so what do you get? In place of a, if you substitute this, a square is nothing but d by root 2 into d by root 2, isn't it? Therefore it is going to be d square by 2. So half the diagonal square is the area. And what is the other one? Perimeter. Perimeter is nothing but sum of all the sides. So here we have 4 sides, each of length a, therefore perimeter is going to be 4a. And the diagonal length anyway is root 2a, which we have already seen. Okay. Now let's see some problems on that. Find the area of this square whose diagonal is 4 cm long. Now if the diagonal is given, you can apply this formula. What is it? Half into diagonal square. So half into 4 square. You need not by heart this formula. You can actually derive it in the exam. Okay. So half into this one. So it is going to be 16 by 2, which means 8 square centimeters. And the next one is, if the area of a square increases by 44%, then the sides of the square increases by. Now assume that initial area is a1 when the side is a1, small a1, and the final area is a2 when the side is a2. Now they are saying that if the area increases by 44%, then the side increases by, which means what is the increase in the side? That is what they are asking. Therefore, in order to find out the increase, find out the change. Since they are saying that a2 is going to be increased, a2 minus a1 divided by initial one. So initial one is a1 into 100. This is what you want, isn't it? This is the percentage change in the side. Now if you observe this, it can be written as a2 by a1 minus 1 into 100, right? So if you can find out this ratio, it is enough. Now whenever we are supposed to find out the ratio and initial values are given in percentages, it is always better that you assume some values, right? So if you assume that initial value of the area is 100, they are saying that it is increased by 44%, which means the final area is going to be 144. So a1 by a2 we know is equal to a1 square by a2 square. This is the formula of the area, isn't it? Now initial area if you assume is 100, then the final area is going to be 144, right? Then what is a1 by a2? a1 by a2 equal to square root of this. Now what is it? a2 by a1, I'm just finding out a2 by a1 equal to 12 by 10. 12 by 10. Now you substitute here. 12 by 10 minus 1 into 100. So what you get? 2 by 10. 2 by 10 into 100, which means 20%. Right? So when the side is increased by 20%, the area is going to be increased by 44%. Okay, fine.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So, first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into university is better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.